OK， 咁啊直播中啊，咁啊打呢個 FF16呢隻 game 咧，就令到 Square 咧就唔係大賺啦嚇，咁始終一啲即係其實佢呢隻作品又唔係話差嘅，玩到一個我唔知啊，可能一開頭多啲啦嚇，咁啊都死咗一啲好主要嘅角色嘅。咁我覺得係良好嘅，因為你唔死咧，啲角色又係完全唔似 Game of Thrones 嘅咁啊有啲 side quest， 但係佢有少少搞笑，有時咧佢呢隻 game 有啲休閒嘅感覺，但係其實佢個故事好沉重。同埋地圖好大，有時都唔知點行。
Did you come through the forge today? It smells like
周圍 hea 下先。
Hi.
Hello, hello.
What do you need? So, what'll it be? That it? Fine.
冇事，其實冇事。個樣好似好嚴重，其實一啲事都冇。佢內出血啫，冇事。佢又唔痛喎，不過就唔好睇咯，唔好睇唔知幾耐，搞到好似去咗啲化妝舞會咁。Phantom of Opera。
Defu. Waving hand.
Hello, hello.
Skin tone waving hand. Medium light skin tone. Hand pink waving. Hand pink waving.
Hello.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
可能玩2-3個鐘都好耐冇打機。個台有得搞，而家只需要500訂閱就個台只需要500訂閱加嗰個直播時數差唔多到。喺大家觀看嗰陣時，就不斷已經谷高嗰個直播時數，已經係就嚟到一個可以開 Super Chat 嗰個階段，但又未去到開廣告，開廣告要1000訂閱。20蚊燒賣都有人食嘅喎，香港。Increase attack by 12， OK， 幾好喎呢個。天價你點樣收到風啊？喺天價有幾多錢啊？100萬。佢去日本旅行最新。唔知喎，係咪100萬？嗰啲碎銀嚟嘅啫，佢哋呃埋13億喎。 電呢招會唔會好啲？天價好難講喎，點樣天價法？佢講嘅嘢都開始，咪直頭係一開頭已經唔可信。呢條友係，但應該都唔細嘅個價碼，即係係啊。頭先加啲咩技能好啊？儲下先。呢招勁，呢招都勁。先玩下呢一招先。咪成日打嚟，知㗎啦，冇乜嘢嘅，我覺得小事。你可以裝血味。master 咗就可以裝呢啲位。好啦，咁我都唔知玩到邊嘅隻 game 嚇。
$20.40. Face with hand over mouth. Face with hand over mouth. Face with hand over mouth.
100蚊4條腸先誇張。
I think it was wise to leave, Gav. He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
Facing her past. 每個人都有個過去。
We will face it together then.
女主角嘅過去係
To the
咩？
end.
Come on.
Bloodlines.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We'll visit as many as we can and hear their stories. starting with the village of Amber. Run like the wind.
OK， 可以記錄行料而家。中秋啊！
Get him! This one.
冇，完全冇影響。
Come on.
食下嘢先。佢唔痛啊，純粹係
You deserve a rest.
唔好睇啊！呢個唔知啊，疤痕呢個唔知，希望冇啊。但係留又當係一個教訓。打風。哇！唔知咩嚟，好難打啫。而家冇啊，而家係喺屋企住啊，係啊，同埋好少出聲。 我都要翻工。
11.
嗰邊而家朝早係啊，冇錯。
Thanks, Cal.
Victor Bill， 你問咗幾百次都話係會員喎，你識唔識字？你識唔識字係會員先留得言。咁一個鐘人工你香港都要嘅，即係我哋喺度揾又，即係我哋100蚊個鐘左右啦。咁喺度揾喺度食又唔覺得貴，有時100幾200蚊添。咁但係因為我哋唔係成日出去食嘅。咁啊間唔中咁又試下福咁樣咯，叫做 OK 嘅。我都6行料喺度。開始到，冇啊！冇請假，我哋嗰啲窮人，香港係啊，去到1、2月先動嘅香港。Real
$1.
係啊，冇辦法都要揾錢。其實好多嘢都自己煮得嘅，都唔係好細。慣啫嘛，慣咗自己煮 OK。個地圖慢慢畫出嚟，行呢邊。可以飛。有調整會調整少少，但係都唔知會唔會做到長工。有啲要求嘅做長工係。
10.1.
有10月1日係我知。
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her.
我一條友好快
That
嘅
she might
細部。
rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. It would be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village?
係曼城少咗集會嘅，其實。
There's barely room to hide a bearer.
佢係咁樣噶嘛，佢係6月7月 發越跟住越嚟越少就會，跟住有一啲烏克蘭就會，我想去嘅，但係都預咗，咁啊休養下。
Then they must be here for something else.
應該仲有啲嘢。Something else.
You're a long way from home, aren't you?
Purchase. 係啊，人少咗一定㗎啦，冇辦法。咩嚟嘅狗
Keep to the roads now.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble.
Haven't
There's
heard.
been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
4個字咯，揸 scooter
You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire.
就係揸 scooter 出事。
100? I heard it were 1,000.
嗰個
Get it, boy.
$10.1, 10.
That feel good, boy.
曼城就會搞喎，點會唔搞？最多香港人係曼城。年年都搞㗎啦，啲集會嗰啲。
You're a long way from home, aren't you?
呢啲嗰個意義重大，有時一啲集會雖然冇乜人去，代表一個時代嘅大時代嘅一個洗禮。咦？點解會咁？喺邊度？有啲咩事發生喺條村？好凝重咁樣。Chris Destination nearby.
Run along now, before one of the boys starts thinking you're something you're not.
呢度
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the Highborn, and now a great camp sprung up along the walls.
邊度？
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen him, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
But what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harbouring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
//10.1.
求其咯。
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
煮飯冇喎，有時我會食下包，跟住煮下麵，煮飯。其實跟住你煮下，你梗係發覺哦，原來你走唔出嗰個框架。粥粉麵飯，跟住麵包。
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
6.12, 7.21, 8.31.
I speak for the people of this village. and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master.
香港嘢都戒咗啦，唔食啦香港嘢。月餅唔食，我不嬲都唔中意食月餅，由細到大都唔中意。最好嚟到英國冇晒啲香港嘢，脱離咗口腔期好耐，已經係對食物冇乜好大嘅執着。
Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes.
Rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing.
咪炒嘢好易啫，其實自己炒到，可能冇炒咁好食啊。英國都要30幾蚊，3磅4磅。你唔好話我哋英國真係要。
Will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way.
有逃村啊！要阻止逃村。
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
$20 for.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond.
Imperials.
But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally
Let's face with tears of joy.
Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
冇啦，跟住佢唔知連登有啲 PR 話，哇好多人去食啊，排晒隊咁樣，一陣啦，都有啲人排隊食嘅，真係。佢係香港係多翻人嘅，多翻啲自由行嗰啲又係。哦，呢度。
Come on, faster!
衝！
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
5/4/5.
係啊，其實我哋英國都貴啲嘢。
Ever since the apothecary, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it. This one. Over here. This one.
One.
呢一隻太空戰士16咧，最唔似太空戰士嘅一集。做運動，每日翻工都做運動。
This one. Go for it.
咩嚟？唔知咩嚟。
More of my mother's men.
好耐咯嗰陣喎。唔恨食啦，仲掛住我而家研究緊點樣揸車啦，已經開始。當香港人仲研究嗰幾粒燒賣、乾炒牛河，完全冇進步。我已經識揸 scooter， 揸到撞車。完全係一個點講好咧？香港人係你見到個進步係好少咯，越嚟越。
UK test.
UK test。仲有一段距離，溫咗一半。
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
冇啦，冇進步空間嘅，掛住啲食燒賣、乾炒牛河，死人啊！我覺得 feel 到係。如果人類文明啊，依靠香港人而家咁嘅狀況係死緊。食品屙一味。
Time to fight. Straight home now. Kill.
係啊，返工啊，燒賣啊，食咯，掛住食咯。社會冇進步，完全冇進步。
Good girl. Faster.
呢啲咩嚟嘅？
You deserve a rest.
機械蜘蛛喺度嘅。
Confounded face.
口腔期係好嚴重。我嚟咗英國先知道，原來我哋香港好多自由都限制咗。係感受唔到個文明嗰個帶嚟嘅益處，係一味方便啫嘛啲嘢。但係方便犧牲咗自己大量嘅生活質素。當你掛住嗰4粒燒賣嗰陣時，你忘記咗你自己屋企間屋係幾咁細，英國係住得幾咁大。你哋層樓係香港層樓係跌到趴街，英國係理想家居啊！直頭係。笑住生活，所以唔好留戀咯。喺香港切記唔好留戀，任何東西都唔值得留戀喺香港。我可以肯定 100%。
YouTube at 95。
超900，係啊，都係奴隸啊。 因為你仲要你朝九晚五講緊係，你仲要揾啲時間去唞嘅喎，休息嘅喎。雖然好似話翻8個鐘咁樣，其實都係奴隸。過橋啊
Blood, Clive.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
Black Shield.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
750 200 plus 1.
You have saved us the...
200萬加1係遊行啫，但係實質移咗嚟英國嘅人係移民去世界各地50萬即係其實仲有好多後抗期，好唔捨得香港，好唔捨得香港。香港係好 comfort zone 嘅，其實香港，但係嗰種 comfort zone 係會害自己一世咯，我幾肯定。即係我喺度，喂，真係住大咗，舒服咗個人，都係一樣要返工啦嚇。但係你起碼你見到係，我每日都喺度好似升緊級咁樣。即係我做嘢，我係有個質素嘛，我有個生活質素嘛，補翻俾我嘛。我喺香港係冇生活質素噶嘛，用個食去補償俾你食，我食得幾多啊？一日2餐，有時3餐，你覺得英國冇得食咩？係咪先？多餘。即係大家諗食，咁唔通英國啲人話差啫？啲嘢食佢有都有好嘢食嚇，唔肯轉胃口啫嘛，香港人嘴刁。
Pig face, pig face.
係啊，圈養住啊，冇錯。係啊，咪香港咪淨得返工咯，跟住方便，好多嘢都搭地鐵啊，sunshine 咯，好撚晒咯，跟住郊遊啊，佢郊遊係唔錯嘅，但係嗰句咯，你郊遊得幾多啫？你瞓喺個森林裏邊咧，你其實你好多時間留喺屋企嘅，其實。一個屋企唔好咧，一個住得差已經係扣撚晒分。佢壓制你嘅思想，壓制你嘅興趣。而家你譬如你香港，你住得細，你都可以買一啲，譬如買部琴、買個吉他玩下 ，OK 嘅，你都係玩到呢啲嘢啊。但係即係佢連思想都限制你，跟住你諗嘢嗰方面，你都即係爭好遠。同埋依度即係我哋唔係講緊玩一啲小興趣，我哋玩緊大興趣啦，已經係。即係當你哋話，英國好悶乜撚嘢啊！我研究緊啲車啦，已經開始。即係我下年唔知學唔學成就玩車㗎啦諗都冇諗過一個基層開始研究車。跟住我人可能去到50、60歲玩電動車㗎啦，嗰陣時香港人仲供緊樓。我玩緊電動車啦，已經係。你諗下嗰個 scale， 嗰個進步個 scale， 即係我係貼近文明咯。我哋先係先進城市咯。我哋玩緊電動車啦，平民。你哋仲係喺度係搭地鐵都唔錯嘅都係一架電動車嚟嘅，好正係嘛？但係成班同你逼咧，係咪先我哋即係可以遊勻成個英國揸車係嘛，都係一種樂趣。即係你有冇我喺香港，我好難諗到我自己會揸 scooter 係嘛？呢度逼住我都要真係要揸你會跟住你會好多一啲大興趣咯，啲興趣你可以放喺屋企嘅，擺個 scooter 喺屋企，擺部琴喺度，琴棋書畫，跟住咧設置成個屋企個樣啊咁樣。你香港你點樣設置自己？我而家係大到咧，我都唔知點樣設置咯。即係我係用 decades。我用10幾20年去設置我屋企嗰個美學美術嗰方面嘅佈置。你香港你冇乜好設計㗎，有4埲爛牆咁樣你點樣設計都4埲爛牆。咁呢度唔係喎，係好多嘢玩㗎喎。我遲啲可能又 pick up 埋園藝 係嘛？廚藝嚇咁啊，即係每日都精進緊啦喺度。你香港唔會有進步啊！你落街食嗰20蚊燒賣，跟住你自己又唔會煮啊！食完係屌撚晒鬼，跟住你又唔會煮啊！係嘛？呢度我哋會煮喎，我哋真係會落手落腳逼住你做喎。咁同埋佢有個空間喎，係可以俾你即係俾你放嘢噶嘛嚇，放啲廚具啊嗰堆嘢喺度噶嘛。咁呢個咪就係即係佢依度空間同埋你嘅興趣嘅一個關係咯。你喺香港冇空間，你點會有興趣？你乜柒興趣都冇，好多嘢都係監粗嚟嘅咁樣，啲嘢逼埋咁樣。咁啊啲人又慣咗，我覺得我係一個小矮人咁樣住一間屋好細嘅，跟住啲嘢係逼到咁樣㗎啦，我哋慣咗啦，我哋係隻豬咁樣。咁我冇話英國唔係豬，咁但係一隻係生活質素好好嘅豬喎。咁有得揀㗎嘛？有加拿大 PR， 預備入驗 ，OK， 香港係你永遠都係零咯，你個價值係。但係你嚟到外國係，你都由零開始，但係0、1、2、3、4升 level 啊，直頭係有個 level 你 feel 到啊，你直頭係好撚正嗰種感覺係，即係好似 RPG 咁樣，你冇理由唔升 level 㗎，我每日都係咪先？同你講香港真係唔撚柒升㗎，個 level 係升嗰個唔係你升啊，係鄰作嗰啲啊，好撚有錢嗰啲啊，做老千嗰啲咪升 level 咯。昆鳩啲小市民咁咪升 level 咯，陳怡嗰啲咪升 level 咯。你哋嗰啲直頭唔撚升，跟住唔知捱女仔，唔知捱40-50年，捱間200尺、300尺，跟住就好滿足啦咁樣，就話自己咁樣一世啦，係嘛？跟住就話食得好方便正咁樣，有工人使咁樣嗰堆嘢咯，又係嗰堆嘢咯，害鳩自己嘅，其實好多都係。我哋英國係多家務做嘅，但係可加可減喎，即係我可以唔做噶嘛，我條友可以唔做，同埋有啲就手板眼見功夫嘅，即係我哋有家務做，但係我哋啲機器好勁咯。我哋機器大國嚟噶嘛？譬如我有個田 Echo 電動地拖咁樣，一陣間就拖晒有文明噶嘛？我哋呢度
Trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
有啲人真係走唔到啊！父母唔走啊，都好難走咁啊！啲人都走到啦，係咪先？即係冇啊，係一個難關嚟嘅。即係咪跳出 comfort zone 永遠都冇話容易嘅即係真係睇佢想唔想破繭啫一定係好多問題㗎。你要數啊，跟住又話咩父母，又話工人，又話仔女，又話錢，咁幾百種問題㗎，去阻止你移民㗎喎。又覺得香港好舒服，深圳啲嘢好平咁樣，1000個理由可以俾自己去唔走。其實走只需要個決心，一個想提升啦、想覺醒嘅一個原因。冇嘅覺醒呢樣嘢唔係個個人會覺醒㗎嘛，係嘛？即係瞓緊覺嘅人，佢覺得好舒服咁啊，唔想覺醒㗎嘛，係咪？覺醒嘅過程係會有掙扎㗎嘛，好似你啱啱瞓醒嗰陣時，你會掙扎賴床㗎嘛，跟住俾好多藉口自己唔起身，一大堆啦，可以係咪先？即係冇㗎，你呢個大時代嚟㗎嘛。嗱，父母呢家嘢，坦白講，我哋香港人好中意講孝義啊，但係鬼佬世界冇喎。咁鬼佬世界就係覺得，喂，我哋嘅仔女能夠有咁遠走咁遠，有舒適嘅生活就係最好。咁你嘅父母 係啊，你陪父母，咁父母都想你好啊嘛，倒翻轉啊，咁你梗係喺外國嗰度生活俾佢睇啦，係咪先？即係倒翻轉睇下兩睇嘅啫，何謂孝唔孝順？跟住有咩照顧父母咁樣，香港咁方便，使唔使你照顧咧？啊，好多嘢都係咁講，係嘛？其實好似我阿媽咁啊，我阿媽啲親戚仲搭馬喺香港仲搭馬，我一個親戚都冇，係嘛？喺英國，咁你使乜驚？即係有乜驚啫？啲父母嗰啲又係，我覺得即係兩睇咯。有啲話咩擔心父母啊，又成啊咁樣啊 ABC 啊 ABCD 啊咁樣啊，都大時代嚟㗎啦，即係容許你唔走嘅咩？文革年代啊，大佬，文革啊，大佬，即係好似等於6·4一個大災難咁，人權大災難。有冇得啊？吾爾開希可以話，唔好走啊，留喺中國啦咁樣，槍斃咗啦，係嘛？吾爾開希嗰堆係嘛？如果佢當年唔走去美國，即係咁啫嘛。即係其實有少少大時代個背景㗎嘛嚇。跟住你俾一大堆自己嘅理由話唔走都得冇問題係嘛？啊冇下一代啊，有咁上下年紀唔走都 OK 啊，但亦無忘初心。無忘初心更加就係要嚟移民咯，你就係無忘初心先要嚟移民咯。你喺香港一定會忘記初心啊！走難好尷尬嘅，我哋未到最艱苦嗰個，即係世界裏邊未到最艱苦嗰種民族，但係個意識上已經差唔多㗎啦。要無忘初心，你更加要嚟英國咯，係嘛？遊行集會、言論自由攞翻晒呢啲嘢，你先可以無忘啊嘛！你喺香港只能夠得4粒燒賣，你嘅人生只望住嗰4粒燒賣，拎個20蚊買4粒燒賣，你已經忘記咗初心。香港人好多已經忘記咗初心，為咗個4粒燒賣。所以移民你更加係即係對得住一班即係坐緊監嘅人咯，其實係你坐緊監嘅人，佢哋你幫佢唔到啊，唔通你日日去監倉探佢，係嘛？冇人會咁做啊！第一，咁你剩得嘅嘢就係佢哋嘅意志帶過嚟英國咯，係嘛？即係活得更好先啦。嗱，首先第一個層次活得更好先啦，唔好話咩光復香港、時代革命呢啲啦，講到咁複雜，係嘛？你首先活得更好先啦，係嘛？攞翻言論思想自由先啦，呢個係第一點啊，呢個基本啊 basic 啦。革唔革命嗰啲根本就後話啦，亦都見唔到有咩革命可言啊。不過一個移民嘅機會係一個千載難逢啊，無忘初心更加要嚟英國，更加1蚊都唔好俾香港政府。你諗下，我將我嘅勞動力、我嘅知識，所有嘢帶晒過嚟英國，1蚊都唔貢獻俾嗰個政權，呢個先係無忘初心啊嘛，係嘛？你又要譬如改變個世界，又要喺香港食燒賣，咁你點改變世界咧？請問係嘛？就要捨棄啊嘛，改變世界嗰啲先忘記咗初心。香港人要改變世界啊嘛，改變香港啊嘛，你留喺香港係完全改變唔到嘅，我幾肯定係。日日俾個政權撚嘅啫，其實係你喺度，喂，咁我求其吹兩句咁樣都激到啲五毛扎跳咁樣係嘛？即係你起碼都係有一個叫做發聲發言權喺英國，你喺香港邊有發言權？沒有，什麼都沒有。唔好講咩初心啊，提都唔敢提啦，係嘛？仲未計喎，你每日都係幫緊個政權賺緊錢，你點樣改變佢啊？冇可能改變佢啦，你幫佢賺緊錢，跟住幫國安賺緊錢喎，即係簡單啲嚟講，去殘害啲人喎，助紂為虐喎，唔移民嘅話係深層次係咁嘅意思喎，所以我一諗到嗰陣時，我已經係好想移民。 Enemy fail.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordil. Guardians of the Flame.
Messi 呢條友。
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry. Let's go.
嘢執喎，有5蚊雞。
Straight home now. Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
哦，哇，死晒！有逃村。OK。
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
哇！成條村殺晒佢阿媽，佢阿媽係暴君嚟嘅。
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, They may already be in Port Isolde.
閃電，試下先，裝一招新嘅招式。死晒。
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith. Come on.
Yeah!
I can walk from here.
Didn't happen to come by way of Old Hill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. Next morning.
The honor of the 215th anniversaries of the founding of the Grand Duchies of Rosaria. 250年歷史。
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed. Be gone.
Be gone.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
冇得返屋企嗰啲。
You'll find no succor to the south travellers, nor beyond the Buet. The Empire has seen fit to banish us from our own land.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
This is no time to ride. Good girl.
Over here! This one! It's so
你好噏。
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. Someone's brave.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Motion Blur 食咗，轉頭翻嚟 subtitle background 啊。OK， 12點，可能玩多1-2個鐘，跟住做下正經嘢。哎呀，屋企都開咗暖氣，幾舒服。OK，subtitle background speaker link 咩嚟？有個 item onion saw taking up this radiant spray to go towards the head。 哦，應該有把劍。佢跌鑊嘅喎 ，onion saw， 洋葱劍。
Have mercy!
Hello Raymond waving hand, light skin tone, face with open mouth.
Yeah. 休息緊而家，其實冇嘢嘅，其實唔靚仔，冇乜嘢。
Those crystals belong to us all!
I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties! Cut you down where you stand!
Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Oh, 封咗路。
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Bright light burns.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
打堆嘢先。Lazarus district.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out. Or not.
搞掂，唔知打啲乜嘢，總之就好勁。
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son?
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. so let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
We'll show them that the fire in our hearts.
What is it you require? Of course, my lord. Will that be all? It has been an honor.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge, and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Joined by various companions who are needed to lend their assistance. Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind.有個 gas 喺度。
We'll keep them from the bridge.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, That got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
I got me sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky I did.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
香港咪多呢啲咯，呢啲咁嘅活動，去麻醉自己咁樣咯。
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear. Over here! All yours, Tormund. Go for it! Get him! It's over.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
More dragons.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point, that this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Get him!
Let's try.
All yours,
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in
我
its
希望唔
place.
使考喎英文入籍試，我可能有個大學文憑又可以 skip 嘅，唔係嘅話都要考一考喎，應該唔係太難嘅，但係都唔係話容易。
Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Clapping hands, grinning face with smiling eyes.
been funding you and your comrades' endeavors.
係應該會，好大陣仗後院係。
Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Port Isolde Mospil Manor 見佢 uncle
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
uncle 佢 uncle 咩冇啦咁嘅樣點識女仔
Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue. You would mock me as well?
Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But Uncle...
唔係牙科保險係自己買嘅，牙科保險你自己。佢有個 NHS 咧，佢包埋嘅，不過要你登記嘅要。
I'll regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
His uncle will help him fight to get his kingdom back.
好老土嘅
Since
劇情。
becoming Viceroy, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's.
唔係睇佢 uncle 都知好人嚟㗎啦。但係我希望下個 chapter 佢會死，我唔知點解。
And restore the Rosefield family power.
但係如果你要去到嗰個 Game of Thrones 個劇情，佢都要死㗎，呢個 uncle 都要死。
Right, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what? I
佢公式好簡單，就係好人要死嘅。
No, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of...
This is why in ancient times, you must kill every single family member. Aunt, uncles, cousins, second, third, fourth cousins must all die to breath.
All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the...
佢而家都係咁樣㗎，即係二戰都係咁樣咯，嗰啲兄弟家族喺度仇殺咯。啊，英國係好興 兄弟啊，嗰啲兄弟相殘。
Wage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy. But now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle.
Outlaw's uncle.
Right then.
亡命之
Shall we
徒。
pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Hive. The Hive.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
A sea voyage this time, is it? I can lend you an oilskin if you're looking to keep the salt off your back.
It will be over soon. One way or another.
I didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first ton of worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Against the gloom of bygone days.
How did we never
There are
hear
new
of
billets
these
being
Guardians of
posted
the Flame?
every...
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what do you say?
Fine. If you think it will help.
Knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot. I gave you that one, didn't I? You earned this. Come again. I may have more for you.
I could have sworn we had a few.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
First August, and now you. What you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for? Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain.
Hello.
Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. That's all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. Don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe.
係啊，差唔多2個月啦，幾好。
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Go on, then. Is that all?
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the... bloody dust.
有啲咩攞先？哇，好型！佢都有套衫。Onion sword。 做下啲任務先。
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer, when there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did to us.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
.340.
我諗拍得之門喎，第一部我唔係咁頻玩，都熱潮都過咗喎。第一部係第一部 feel 我喪以前喪玩嘅會係，但係你玩到中間你會悶，跟住你就會棄鏡。拍得之門就有新體驗咯，玩啲新體驗。
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
Over here! This one.
龍兵係啊，男人的浪漫。
better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
好彩隻 game 唔係好細路，為咗幾走嚟走去。
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
I did indeed.
Marvellous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long. I present Chance's stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss. Odin's teeth! What assault on the senses! It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
Defense by 13， 咁勁。
Typical nobles.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the mother crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in their lifetime. Nor are they like to under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Ironblood will keep the island. And with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Ironblood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drostanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Ironblood for control of Drake's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
上一集會應該唔會有事。曼城已經好少嗰啲搞事嗰啲人。
Thank you all the same. Not much else to do here.
都喺英國入邊平啲啦，應該唔會去其他國家住。我仲要考車牌啊，嗰堆嘢，好多嘢都要做。哇！隻 game 開始悶悶地喎，中間呢個位真係。有啲網友話成日開會隻 game。香港人唔危險，呢度曼城人多嘛。其他城市我唔敢爆，即係但係呢度人多咧，人多勢眾。
You ready?
I think so.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
Okay.
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward.
我瞓咗喎，有黐線。
If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
英國監視唔到咁多咯，佢出事先會處理嘢咯，冇嘢出事就乜都唔做。哇！粉粉地喎隻 game 真係，屌！有冇嘢刺激到我咧？呢個新地圖 The Boiling Sea， 瞓着覺真係玩到瞌陣都得。
Useful trick. Freezing and thawing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
哇！落雨出邊。
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
生偉成好似唔知佢做過啲乜嘢，佢就係唔做嘢啫嘛，幾好啊！冇乜正職咪好。英國嗰啲首相唔需要正職，你需要唔好搞事就得啦。唔好做多咗就得，唔好令到英鎊跌就得。你唔令到英鎊跌就正常咯。佢
There she is.
上次嗰條女啊，令到啲英鎊跌到阿媽都唔認得。
Drake's breath.
Drake's breath. 卓慧斯，總之英鎊正常又佢咪正常喎，呢代表維持喺10磅水平，而家係即係對港紙係10喎。
But safety breeds complacency, allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go.
Fire and Ice. 冰與火。
I always imagined when I came here it would be to reclaim it.
It used to belong to Rosaria, didn't it?
Once, though it's been in the Ironblood's clutches for far too long.
As was I. For 13 years, this rock was my home. I know its secret only too well. This path was abandoned after an ether flood. They don't guard it anymore.
The perfect little shortcut. They're all Akashic.
The ether flood must have spread. It was never as bad as this before. And the only way past them is through them.
Get him! Kill! Get him! Farewell.
好，新場景，精神少少啦。開完一大堆唔知講完一大堆廢話。
Was that an earthquake?
They happen all the time. That wasn't even a bad one. It's nothing to worry about.
Get him!
Mistakes.
Oh, fuck.
Help me, boy. This one.
The old Arboretum is just up ahead. We'll enter the caves from there. Look at this place. What a mess.
有咩大佬打啊？快啲啊，跳出嚟啦！你大佬。
Wait.
It's turned.
Nothing a shelter for Zarya can't handle. Just like old times.
Be sure to keep clear of his ball.
Hi.
Too slow.
Hello.
Don't breathe it in.
Get him! Over here!
tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
咪真係好味啊！加美油係，我都中意食美油。
Bleeding face, bleeding face, bleeding face.
因為搏咗咁搞笑。所以 YouTube 好化學。搞掂，因為唔知喎真係，我都唔知 YouTube 夾咩。
Press on.
Yes.
It's
like a furnace in here.
We're inside the volcano.
KO face with tears of joy.
You get used to the heat.
點樣加味油？壽司唔可以加味油，唔撚得。加華沙片，咩油係漢堡包？High potion.
Was that one cause for concern?
It was. And they're getting bigger. Something's wrong.
Give me butter! All yours, Torgal. Waken wind! This one. Get him. Get him! Torgal, kill! Attack! Farewell!
Farewell. 啲音樂幾好聽，《太空戰士16》，但係佢有中間有啲故事真係悶悶地，又真係冇講錯。冇屈錯佢，1000啊佢要。 係咯。
With tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
This
都唔係嘅，要配嘅啲仗真係。夾得唔好就真係唔好食，好難食。我琴晚都夾得唔好啦，舐晒嘢。
Barbecue sauce.
我覺得辣醬仲好食。辣醬先係我嘅 favourite， 其他都普通。嚟翻呢度，大路，叫隻狗大路先。
Is there no other way across?
哇！
Sweet chili.
唔係 hot chili， 唔知佢有隻 hot， 甜辣都 OK 嘅，唔係有隻係好辣嘅，好辣嗰啲一個桂林辣椒醬都 OK， 即係用冰㗎嘛女主角。哇，幾勁！ 哇！可以女主角咁勁。 CC 型咁樣過嚟。
Let's not do that again.
No. Let's not.
女主角會唔會死嘅？應該會死嘅女主角，我覺得。佢咁樣用魔法，佢都會死。
Perhaps not alone, but in numbers like these.
This one. Over here! All yours,
We aren't going this way.
Let's look for another path.
佢有時咧，太空戰士就係咁樣。佢有啲位又做得幾好，跟住有啲位咧唔知做到好撚拖。你咁記立支槍係啊，正，我中意。
We're nearly at the oratory.
有時食飯會落下呢啲啦，倒落個電飯煲嗰度都令到啲飯會辣地嘅，辣飯。 麻辣飯。
What the hell is that?
I have absolutely no idea.
Well, whatever it is, I don't think it's friendly.
Over here! Over here! All yours, Now, Torgo! Torgo, kill! Over here!
唔知咩嚟啫，好勁！隻 game 係咪要開 motion blur 先靚？
One of the demons. But they never leave the lava.
If I didn't know better, I think this volcano was about to erupt.
Why attack us? They're peaceful creatures.
Then this one must be the exception.
Let's try.
What's it doing?
Nothing good, I'll wager.
搞掂 ，Flip this 咧，啲怪獸都似曾相識。
Are you hurt?
Just hot. Thank you.
Quite a commotion our friend made. Let's hope the guards didn't hear it.
The gate to the inner chambers is just up there. Then we make for the sanctuary. I need to finish this. Before the heat finishes me.
Hear, hear.
We'll enter the Comric by the Handmaiden's living quarters. It was always a hive of activity.
Sounds like we'll have a hard time staying out of sight.
We won't have to. There's someone there I should very much like to see.
Lady Marley, it's me.
By the mother! Jill, it can't be.
It is, my lady.
We cannot talk here. Come with me.
Có個男人喎。
I'm so glad you're safe.
And I you.
呢個女人應該會死。而個劇情嘅推進。
Why would you risk coming back? Are you a fool, girl? Or have you grown tired of your freedom already?
有好天嚟㗎，落雨跟住好天。
Forgive me, my lady. But I had to come back. There are things I left undone. Tell me, where is the patriarch?
At this hour, he'll be in the Comric, giving thanks.
You mean... Oh, that fiend! Clive, we have to get to the sanctuary. Now.
Time to sit. 2點鐘。
Lady Marley, you must flee this place, gather your things, and go.
Now listen here, Jill.
We have company.
This way. Follow this passage. It leads straight to the Comric. Go on, stop dawdling.
Thank you. You were always so kind to me. My light in the darkness.
好人啊！
Take care, my lady, please. You deserve better than this. A long and happy life, promise me.
好真喎，嗰拍門石。我聽到，我以為我屋企拍門。
I'll live if you promise to do the same.
Come on, Clive. We're nearly at the Comrec.
All right.
Sẽ cào dĩ cái motion blur, cào sẽ motion blur.
It's our welcoming party.
I've had enough of their hospitality.
How many of them are there?
Too many.
Let's get him!
Nice try.
Get him! Go to him!
À, 千幾蚊。
Clive, there's something I need you to know. I saw the Patriarch do things no one should have to see. And so I swore that he would die by my hand.
I understand. I faced my demons, and you must face yours.
聽日翻工，我仲有啲嘢要做。我睇下今日有唔有到有，我仲要備飯盒，預備飯盒。不過整包算數，聽日簡單啲。
We're nearly there. Just one last push.
I can't let it go.
係啊，想打機㗎而家，好耐冇打。邪教嚟嘅。係啊，珍惜時間。以前漏夜打機，而家唔得。啊，攞少女獻祭。諸神敗咗啦。
Shiva's dominant. Come to beg forgiveness for your failure.
For years I followed your orders, fought your wars, all to protect the children you took, just as you took me. And what did you do in return? You put them in chains and you slit their throats!
Fiend. Their souls were sullied with the stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption. A penance paid, just as the Holy Mother wills it! Repent, abomination! For a monster like you to set foot in the Holy Cymric is in itself a crime deserving of death.
You're right. I am a monster. And my soul is stained black. Though not by ether. But by the evil of men like you, who made me close my heart and drown in darkness when I should have raged against it. This is my penance. I will be your monster no more. Nor will I suffer you to create another.
Does the beast bare its teeth at its master? Come then, dominant. Rage, be as you have ever been. A monster!
And what are you, Imran? I was forced to kill. You do it by choice. But never again. I bowed to you once. Now it is you who shall bow to me!
Kill them.
Wow, 勁啊！哦吼！攻我治害 ，OK。咩嚟嘅呢隻？
No!
咦，仲有隻多密倫。Defeat.
Remember how it felt? Why can't I do it?
咁撚癲嘅嗰隻嘢。
Please, just once.
變超西啦！咩事都用啊！哇！啲熔岩飄到過嚟，哇！呢個啲召喚獸靚，知住佢大蚊得。哇！喺個施法嚟。
I won't take long. This one.
哇咩嚟㗎？Colin Nicotine English. Spin. 呢隻啤嚟嘅。幾靚啊！隻召喚獸。
I'm going to finish this, Clive.
哇！就死喎，超都會死。
Here, use this.
冰機。Mother Crystal 打爆咗佢。
Are you watching, Sid? You're one step closer to freedom.
咦？咁啊
The crystal.
Crystal
What did you do to it?
Oh, we destroyed it.
What? But
Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
I do, Father. I have killed the monster and become an outlaw.
哇！殺咗佢老豆。
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
It's over.
It is.
And Shiva
大快人生。
She did.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high. Clive, look.
It's just like the one at Phoenix Gate. Damn it. We need to leave.
Agreed.
咦？嗰條友成日喺度跟住尾，係咪佢細佬嚟㗎？佢細佬出咗樣㗎喎，應該唔係佢細佬。第三隻召喚手唔同嘅。成粒唔見咗。
I kept my promise, now you keep yours.
哦，逐粒嗰啲 Mother Crystal 征服佢哋。The Crystal Road, the Crystal Belt。佢細佬喺度喎，咁嗰個係邊個嚟嘅咧？嗰個蒙面人。
This way, Your Grace.
真係仲有個奸角嘅喎，佢應該。佢細佬都係就死。
You're bleeding. I have a tonic which will.
I thank you for your kindness, truly. But I assure you, I will survive. Please, save your medicines for those who need them most.
Oh, well, if you're sure.
佢細佬嗰邊就唔知做乜嘢。
For a moment there,
姜濤咁嘅樣。
I felt my brother's presence.
You did?
I fear he is in Ultima's thoughts again. But why now, after 5 years of silence? I cannot keep him sealed away much longer.
Your Grace.
鎖住歐貼啊！佢而家。
No, do not dirty your hands. Look at them all. Like a river flowing to the sea.
Or moths to a flame, perhaps. The crystalline dominion their light in the darkness. More and more lose their homes to the blight and set out in search of sanctuary.
while others lose their fortunes to the Dalmekian levies and leave to find new livelihoods. What is it that you seek in the Dominion, Your Grace?
Oh, Dion Lesage.
You mean the Crown Prince of Sanbrec?
He has many titles. Dion the Bold, Prince of Dragoons, Odin's Nemesis, or simply Bahamut. I met him once, when we were children. He was a chivalrous soul even then, and has served his empire indefatigably ever since.
And you are confident that he will listen to what you have to say?
Our world lurches ever closer to the abyss, and a hidden hand ushers us onward. Ultima's influence extends to every nation, Sanbrec included. If His Highness is the man I believe him to be, and I pray that he is, this truth will not have escaped his notice. As the mother crystals fall, the eternal flame wavers, and the azure sky begins to bruise. How lucky we were to be blessed by the crystals, and yet how spoiled. Like canaries in a gilded cage, growing fat on seed. But now, the bars are closing in, and we must take flight. Painful though it be to leave our home behind, it is what we must do to be free. Which is it that men cannot live without? A blessing that leads to damnation, or a freedom that leads to deprivation? I do not yet know the answer to that question. Do you, Clive?
Your Grace, let us find a place to rest a while. We can return by the Dalmekian trail once you have recovered your strength. I realize your duty is pressing, but if your health should fail...
I know. Thank you, Yote.
佢細佬都有條女相伴。Meanwhile，中東國家嚟呢個，橫強跌下跌啦。
The army's attempt to breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed yet again.
Only because your fleet has proved as impotent as a eunuch on laying night. Would you rather we simply fell back to the capital?
Enough, both of you. All here agree that the Empire cannot be allowed to maintain its illegitimate claim on the Dominion. However, our casualties mount with each passing day.
Titan.
There is a literal sea twixt you and your prize. The armies of Sanbrec need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against their walls. They are dug in like ticks and seek to draw out this siege, knowing the capital's stores are nigh bottomless. And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap. Republican soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar.
If you would but take the field, their bellies would be full by nightfall.
If I take the field, so too will Bahamut, and our duel will shake the island to its foundations. Instead of liberating the Dominion, you would doom it to destruction. Unless that is what you desire.
If our learned advisor has a solution to propose, we should be glad to consider it.
佢阿媽終於出現。
That the Emperor's?
What is the meaning of this, Lord Kupka?
What it means is that I am disinclined to advise you any longer. Ah, the looks on their faces when you walked through those doors. A perfect picture of stupefaction. They could not believe their eyes. Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not you would accept my invitation. Such shocking news. Sid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress. Your own dear Clive.
Absurd. Who fed you these lies? I have never spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son, not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the senseless hostilities between our nations.
Very well. You need only agree to the terms I set out. Sid took the life of someone dear to me, a woman by the name of Benedicta. I swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. You would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name. In return, I will leave Sanbreque in your capable hands. Your Imperial Majesty.
Imperial Majesty. Imperial. 佢老母有咩任
The
務？
love of a common whore. Dominant or no, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts will ever belong with beasts. There are greater things in store for you, my darling Olivier. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sanbreque. And you shall be emperor of all you survey. The old order shall come tumbling down. Soon.
佢老母其實唔知個目標係咩。
She's been in there for hours. Something must be wrong.
After the storm. 睇下有冇新武器先。
need? I always thought I could teach the best of them a thing or two about working with leather. But... oh, I've wasted enough breath talking about it. Be off with you. Not saying Fordian, do you?
啊，有新劍。Pantheon Soul。
No scratches, right? Not bad, if I do say so myself. Should last you a good while.
可以再加二啊把嘢。
You can thank me later. Yeah, that should do you. Not my best work, but it'll do. Anything else?
Nothing else.
Sid, I know that when we came to the hideaway, we chose to let go of our past in order that we might focus on our future.
We did?
Nonetheless, I was wondering if... well, I know you are from Rosaria, and I'm in need of someone with intimate knowledge of those lands. Apparently, the duchy is home to all manner of curative herbs found nowhere else in the realm. Among them is a flower called a morganbeard that increases the potency of lesser medicines.
I can't say that I've had much practice healing. My youth was spent in the Bailey.
A shame. You see, the hideaway relies heavily upon medicines procured from afar. And when those shipments are late, well, it's our sick who suffer. If we could find this flower and learn to grow it here, we might save many lives. However, as you are well aware, Imperial occupation has rendered the roads unsafe for those like me, untrained in the military arts. Now, I'm not asking the busiest man in the hideaway to drop everything and make the journey for me, but if you happen to be in the duchy on other business...
Tell me of these morganbeards, then.
But of course. If my old tomes are to be believed, the flowers are bright yellow and as large as goblins' eyes. Oh, and they grow in the marshes of Sorrowise. If I am to propagate them here in the backyard, I will require several samples, preferably of blooms which have already gone to seed. And before I forget, I do seem to recall learning in the course of my research that their odor has the tendency to attract unsavory creatures. Nothing you cannot handle, though, I'm sure.
Bella. Bella. Cái ý tưởng của giọng.
Let us know if you find any rotten fruit.
Is it true what I'm hearing, Sid?
Is it business or pleasure? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
The fires of freedom sweep the land.
Oh, bother. Whatever am I to do now, Clive?
About what?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen. Those girls' rags are so threadbare. It's a wonder they don't fall to pieces. And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum must be maintained, even here at the Hideaway. You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes now, would you?
Of course not. What can I do to help?
Oh, aren't you a dear? You see, I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drapers in Northreach, blue and red. But they don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so I'll need someone to take this receipt and collect them.
And you'd have this someone be me.
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red. I expect them both.
幫佢攞件衫，攞2件衫。
They said they'd give us new clothes. But we've no coin. Seems the draper was more than eager to take my coin from Karen when last she visited Northreach.
Our man in Dalamil mentioned that Kutka's guard haven't been...
Oh, the small crest. Hello， 我收機，收機。好，玩住咁多先，咁啊食少少嘢，跟住唞一唞，跟住可能做下啲家頭細務，再見。
Oh.
Yeah.